All right, well, why don't we go ahead and get started? It is 4 minutes past the time we're supposed to start. Keith, why don't we start with you on education for this week? What are we doing?
So this week it's sales technique. What I have done in the past is I start this type of meeting with a show of hands of how many people consider yourself a salesperson. And it's interesting in real estate how many people don't raise their hand. And around about, well, what do you do? Well, I practice real estate. Well, who do you practice on? Well, if you're not a salesperson, you aren't generating leads. So sales technique is something that some of us came to this business with, some of us didn't. So on this call, who is a salesperson or has been a salesperson? Okay, Gary, you're not a salesperson? Okay. And Julie? You are?
She raised her hand.
Okay, I couldn't see. All right, so this is a little bit of a change of pace on closing techniques. We're gonna start with the old school closes. And now or never closes. It's where, you give a special benefit for today. So here's just a little bit of information to show what type of the close it is. This is the last one at this price, and for us, we would be changing that to create a sense of urgency. I left this one nondescript about real estate, so you can actually ask questions of your agent in the class to get them engaged early in the class. So think of your local market conditions. How can you use this with buyers? How can you use this with sellers? And now or never close. So it could be that it's a great market right now. The interest rates are low. Urgency, going into the fall is up for people to sell a house. Depending on your market, and if you want to discuss it with myself or Todd, I'm sure we'd be more than willing to help. Each market might have different conditions. Say, if you don't do it now, you'll never, in almost all markets, you'll never be able to afford a house like this again. The interest rates are so low right now. Prices are continuing to go up. So unless you expect to make a lot more money in the future, this is the best time. Does that make sense? Okay, the next type of close is a summary close, and you use this technique to discuss the things that you've already gone through in the presentation, whether it's for a buyer or a seller. We do this for marketing, we're online, we're in the paper, we sell for a higher price, shorter days on market. When would you like to get started? And so there's some scripts down here, or a script again, so Mr. and Mrs. Seller. And you see how utilizing my marketing systems and how will help us get your home sold at the best price. So any questions about a summary close? Basically, you've done your presentation, and now you're summarizing it and put it into a package they can use to help come to an answer. The sharp angle close. Prospects often ask for discounts or add-ons, or I want a drone video and the regular video. And this one is, one of the big ones would be, could you discount your commission? And this is a take on a new close as well. I could, which of my services are you not interested in? Would be to get them off of that commission question. But then another one, it's just like what we use when we're doing a rescue presentation. Is it more important how much commission you pay or how much you net on the sale of your home? Where we say, or is it what's on your 1099? And if those don't work, is there something that your agent can discount in order to close the deal right then? If I gave you 0.5% off of commission, would you sign the paperwork today? Who's done any neuro-linguistic programming classes or training? That's where tone, inflection, body language, anchors, you want to do a downswing at the end of your conversation. So when you sign today, we will get the listing going, moving forward. Okay, modern closes. In a sales engagement, agents should endeavor to discover the customer's needs and effectively communicate how your products and services will be able to satisfy their needs. And so this all goes back to the question of, the idea of asking questions. So up and down, ask questions, shut up, keep asking questions, and then listen, active listening skills. So come from a place of love when you're listening. You're actually engaged with them and you care. Be interested in what they have to say. Be silent. Show them respect that you care about what they're saying. Resist the temptation to interrupt them. And us high D's and I's know that we do that a lot. Share your energy with them. That doesn't mean you have to be bouncing around, but you just give your energy to them so they feel more comfortable giving you the information. And then don't judge what they have to say. That's their reality. No judgment on it. So that leads into the question closes. Is there any reason why we can't proceed with the listing? The question either asks for closure from the customer, or if they're not convinced, we're trying to isolate that objection and get more information to them so we can overcome that objection. So it's got to be a win-win. That's the way that best conversations go, is when both parties win. The assumptive close. There we go. It's basically assuming that you already have the closing, being positive of mind that you've done a great job in your presentation and they're ready and willing to sign right now. I'm an experienced agent. When I'm doing a rescue presentation, I'll throw out 4 or 5 assumptive closes during the presentation, and if they're not ready to sign right then I talk to them about it. Say, hey, did you notice that I did 5 assumptive closes? What do you mean? I talked about you signing 4 or 5 times. If I didn't try to close you today, what kind of sales coach would I be for you? Same thing here. So let's go ahead and sign this agreement. Did this presentation align with all your expectations? Is a great setup question for that. Or does this sound like something that would be valuable to you? All right, next is the takeaway close. They talk about, if you have kids, you're going to know this one real good. So what are the takeaways you can think of in real estate in a listing presentation with a buyer, or a listing or a seller presentation that you can pull away? And I could use some help on this one. I want to throw that out to the agents and let them stew on it for a couple minutes, get their mind thinking in that way. And then if they can't, you can help me throw some ideas down here on what some takeaways are that you can do. And then the last one, the soft close. It's a way to show the prospect your the value of you, and a low impact question to see if they're open to moving forward. And I imagine that we do a lot of this in our rescue presentations, but here, if again, I didn't put down a sales one from us. I want to get the client, our agents, to do this for us. If I can reduce widget maintenance by 25% and increase the productivity by 15%, would you be interested? If I can show you that I can help you earn more money on the sale of your home in less time with less hassle, would you be interested in signing today? Make sense?